Hello, 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 my beautiful souls. Blessed day, blessed be. So today we have accepting what is. I accept and embrace my inner majesty and growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. A huge part of life is being present, right? Now is the only real time. That yesterday is gone and tomorrow is not promised. So being present in the moment, accepting and embracing the now moment leads to what we're manifesting for our tomorrows. What we have going on within is what we are experiencing without. When you start to accept and to tap into and to really just get aligned with the present moment and where you're at currently, that gives you an opportunity to make changes for your life. Sorry. As how can I put this? As you take stock of where your life is right now, you're able to either milk it for all it's worth if you're really enjoying and embracing it, or you're able to shift and dissolve and resolve whatever perceived issues or grievances are going on in your life and move forward from there. Our goal, our life is always about growth. Wake up in the morning, you're given the opportunity to do something more, to do something better, to live your best life. If your life had no meaning, if you were done with your journey, if everything was finished, there would be no need for you to continue here on this earthly plane, right? You would have already transitioned over. You're an eternal being and you're having a temporary human experience. So acceptance of what is doesn't mean, oh, you just have to take it. You know, if you're in an abusive relationship, let's say, it doesn't mean that you just gotta suck it up, buttercup, and take it and that's what it is. No, it means, and I'm not happy with where I'm at. I'm not feeling joy in this relationship. I'm not feeling love. I'm not feeling happiness. There's no satisfaction here. I need to do something to make a change, right? And sometimes that change is just the acknowledgement and the awareness of, I'm not fucking happy right now. And this isn't where my life is supposed to be. And I know I deserve better than this. And you call out to heaven. You know, you call on your angels, your guides, your ancestors, the Most High God, Jesus, any of the ascended masters. And, you know, you ask for help. Heaven is there to help us, but we have free will. So they can't step in and do anything unless we call out to them. And I'm big every day. Like, God, thank you and help. You know, sometimes if I ever experience like a conflict with someone, I'm like, Lord, get your child, you know, because if I do it, it's going to be some problems and situations and you're going to have to manifest some bail money for me as well. So acknowledging where you are in the present moment gives you the strength and the fortitude to move forward in your life. Growth is inevitable, just as inevitable as change. So how are you growing? What do you want in your life? Where are you at today? And what does your end goal look like? Now, keep your eye on your goal. Sometimes the road is going to change. Maybe you're going to have to take a few steps back before you go forward. Maybe you're going to have to go left and take that path, and it's going to be a little bit of a longer route than if you would have just went right. But along the way, you're learning and you're growing. And along the way, if you're staying present in each and every moment, you're embracing and you're learning and you're growing and expanding at every given opportunity. Every single day, we are growing in something. So whether it's the books that you're reading or the shows that your people that are within your circle, every day you're moving towards something. The question is, what are you moving towards? Are you happy where you're at right now? Can you look around you right now and find the blessings, find something to be grateful for? Maybe you're not satisfied in your current situation, you know, your living situation. Okay. But what are you grateful for? Are you grateful that you have a roof over your head? Are you grateful that you have a place to call home? Are you grateful that you're safe? Maybe you're not thrilled about your job. Okay, but do you have a job, right? Because there's a lot of people out to be where you're at, even if you're miserable, or that coworker is chewing with their mouth open, or somebody forgot to take the garbage out and it stinks. Whatever it is, there's opportunities to be grateful every single day. And as you start to look around and your current now and look for the blessings, look for the miracles, look for reasons to be grateful, you are moving towards a life that will lead you to your true north, your happily ever after, your joy. You're always growing and expanding. So maybe call on your soul family. Maybe go buy that book. Maybe start writing that book, even if it's just a paragraph at a time, a page at a time. Maybe you see a quote that just inspires something in you and you jot it down because you can really just chew on it and meditate on it, and it's life-changing. A large part of my spiritual journey has been just seeking spiritual truths. I grew up Baptist Methodist. I think I told you guys this before. And I was in a church that was very focused on God being like angry, and if you do this, you're going to burn in hell, and God is always watching and you better be careful. And it was always very, very fearful. And it wasn't until I started reading the Bible for myself and seeking spiritual truths outside of that house of the Lord that I started learning about the true love of God and learning who I am to him. I'm his daughter, his beloved daughter. Why would he be mad at me? And that's, again, when I keep saying there's no separation between us and God. There's no separation between us and God, but I wasn't raised that way. I have to go to church and I have to talk to the deacon, or I have to talk to the reverend, or I have to talk to the pastor, and they would give me the answers from God for me. And then I learned the power of prayer, and then I learned the power of God's love, and then that God's within me and he's not mad at me. Just like parents sometimes guide their children, and sometimes children will do things that we may or may not necessarily agree with, but it doesn't mean that we stop loving them because we're not necessarily happy with the choices they make. It's their life and it's their choice, and you can develop that they're learning from the choices that they make, and it makes them who they are right now. Their little personalities and their little friendships, and they're learning along the way. Are you mad at your child for getting an answer wrong in their homework? No, we teach them that mistakes happen and that mistakes are an opportunity to learn. That's something that we need to not forget as we become adults. You're going to fuck up. You're going to make a mistake. You're going to drop the ball. You're going to say the wrong thing. You're going to, it is what it is, right? Acceptance of what is. It is what it is. Now what? What did you learn? Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. What did you learn? Something happened? Cool. What did you learn? Take stock of your life. What did you learn along the way? Because every single choice you've made in your life has led you to where you are today. If you want your life to be better, you got to start making better choices. If you're happy with where you're at, perfect. Milk it for all it's worth and go even further. You're with someone that you love, perfect. How can you express that love to that person? What can you do to bring a little bit more joy into their life? Sometimes all it takes is a text message, thinking about you, a little smiley face, a heart, it doesn't have to be huge. But once you realize, it is what it is, what am I learning from it? Learn and move forward with your life. Every opportunity. And it's not just your life. You're here as a teacher and as a student. Start being aware of what's going on with the other people around you. They say that we are the 5 people that we spend the most time with. What are they doing in their lives? Do you need to maybe step away, take a break from those people for a while? Do you maybe need to embrace new friendships and new relationships in order to learn something new? You go to a new job and it's exciting and it's fun because you're learning every day and You meet new people and you got new clients, and maybe you learn something that you didn't know before, and it makes your heart sing because you love what you do. And so that passion is ignited and your desires are ignited and you're moving forward in your life. That's everything. That's with work, that's with school, that's with our intimate relationships, our personal relationships. It's with everything. It's when we take a look and we're observing nature, right? Flowers aren't struggling to bloom because of the flower next to them. They all just bloom. And everything in nature doesn't rush, but it still gets done. Take a look around. Do you need to learn to let things go as we learn from the season of autumn? Do you need to be refreshed and renewed? And are you coming out with a rebirth as we learn from spring? Do you need to chill and rest as winter is teaching us? Do you need to shine a light on your soul self as summer has taught us? Be like a tree, stand tall, stay grounded, stay rooted, but don't be afraid to open up those arms, right? Spread those branches. Take in all that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sunlight. You are a magnificent, valuable, worthy, deserving creature, created in the image of the Most High God, loved and supported and worthy and deserving because God says so. No one else needs to say so. You don't need anyone else's permission to be who you are. You are a child of God, and your life has a purpose. And no, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have some huge spiritual purpose and you need to be like, the next Jesus or Buddha or Mother Teresa. Some of us, our divine purpose is to be a parent. You never know who you're raising, right? I'm sure he didn't realize when he was a kid that he was going to be president of the United States. It didn't stop her from loving him and pouring life into him. We're here to grow, my loves. Grow, expand, be you. Be the perfect, delicious, wonderful, delightful, beautiful soul that you were created to be. Take no shorts from anybody, least of all yourself. Something goes wrong, guess what? It is what it is. What did you learn? And take it from there. All right? I love you. God loves you and angels surround you. Bye, guys.